Yeah, a really good win. Not too many that aren't. It didn't start out particularly well. I have to give kudos to, I know it was done pregame, but, to get that field ready after what the Twin Cities endured a couple days ago was pretty impressive. We appreciate the grounds crew and all the front office helping out. That was big for us to have a good conditions to play. But, Gibby gave up a couple in the first. Actually made a lot of good pitches. Had a chance to come out a little bit cleaner, but we gave up a couple. The 2-0 change up to Vogelbach for the second run. But he hung in there and he battled. But the bullpen, everybody did a nice job. We were able to find a way back in the game with Miggy's homer and add on a couple more with Mitch's first big league homer. Couldn't have come at a better time. And then Rosie coming off the bench to hit one too. So got a little colder as the game went on, but a good win.
How happy were you to see a guy like Garver get that hit in that moment?
Well, he's doesn't get a chance to play a lot, and his spring wasn't. He had a little tough time getting on track offensively, but he picked a good time. He fell behind in that count, but the guy left it look like it cut up over the middle, and he got it. So. When you get a chance to play in that role, you like to find a way not only to catch a nice ball game and do some things defensively, but hopefully contribute. And we know he's got a bat that can play. So that was, I'm sure, he kind of a little bit of a load off his back. He's been carrying that. I know that Granite last year gave him a hard time, that he beat him to the home run column. But, yeah, it's a game winner. It was not really. It was more just trying to get him to relax. I think he understood that there was some competition there, chance to make an opening day roster for the first time. I think he's made some adjustments offensively, trying to pull the ball a little bit more. So I think combination of trying to make a good impression and trusting his new swing a little bit. But, the defense has been there, and we know that he can hit. It's just he's got to gain a little bit more confidence. We're trying to get him a little bit more aggressive. He's got that passive approach where he takes that strike one a lot, and he's kind of hitting uphill. So, he did it all of his at-bats today, took that first pitch. But, he's going to have to start picking his spots, I think, to be a little more aggressive.
Nice to see the bullpen with Duke and pressing it out at the end there.
Yeah, we were a little in between there to start the seventh, to be honest with you. They had the right, left, right coming up. We went with press, and we got the leadoff walk, and Cano dunked one out there, but he hung in there, made some good pitches to get the strikeout, and then Zach's probably my best guy, him and Hildenberger from the right side to get ground balls, and he got a couple of them. Joe made a nice play. We took the sure out at home rather than risking trying to go 3-6-3, and it was the right play, and Duke got the next guy as well. I think we set him up in a double play depth. He knows the signs. A firm ball, we're going to try to turn, and any ball that he has to come get, the plays going to be at home. I think he got the ball stuck a little bit, getting him out of his glove. It looked like he had a little tough time, and then he, tried to rush it. Almost got me over there in the dugout, to be honest with you. But yeah, he came and got it. I think if he would have had a little cleaner transfer, he would have had a chance to make the play. Yeah, well, we've played every game all the way through. We've trailed in, some of the games we've been able to come back. Even in the first game in Pittsburgh, after giving up 5, coming back, the second game there, and then today. It'd be nice to play from the lead, but these guys are confident. I think that they stayed with it. Paxton did a nice job. He's not an easy task. We did get his pitch count up there a little bit. Even though he was putting zeros up, we knew we had a chance to get to the pen at some point, and Miggy hitting the home run, we were able to turn it over and get the gates open.
How important was Garver's 10-pitch at bat against Paxton to try to
Yeah, well, that's how you get pitches to accumulate. You get guys that fight with 2 strikes. He was throwing that cutter, anywhere from 88 to 91 miles an hour and 97-mile-an-hour fastball. You just got to try to cut down and fight and hopefully get something you can handle. But, even if you don't, it's still a good at bat if you can make him throw that many pitches. Not particularly. I mean, you know, I'd like to think that we're going to compete with the long balls, but you know, we've relied on it a little bit, percentage-wise in terms of runs scored. But that's okay. Those things kind of go in cycles. You know, today for us to score 4 and all related, you know, all home run related, because we think we can do other things too, 2-out hits and running the bases and those type of things. But yeah, we got a lot of guys that, you know, can hit it over. I mean, you can guesstimate how many guys have a chance to hit, you know, 15 or more or whatever, and the list gets pretty high.